I'm going to talk about my Ancestry DNA. I ordered it during the holiday season of December 2016, and it took a while to get here, just as it was ending 8 weeks. So I'm just going to go right to the drum roll and reveal what my identity, my DNA results are. And it is saying that I am 63% Africa, 36% Europe, and tada, less than 1% America. I thought my African ancestry was going to be a lot higher. I was pegging on 75%, and quite frankly, I was a bit disheartened by it being so low, so much lower than I anticipated. When I like the first page of the Ancestry, it breaks it down to what is your largest ethnicity. I don't know how to say that word correctly, and mine is actually my largest is Great Britain. It's not even Africa. Mine is 28%. Damn near 30%. I am British. And the next largest is the African Southeastern Bantu at 15. Cameroon is 11. Ivory Coast is at 9. Mali is at 8. Nigeria is 8. Benin, Togo is 7. What has me, what has me dismayed is looking at other people's videos who have African ancestry, seeing that their African ancestry is really dominant, meaning like if they are from one particular region, that DNA is really pretty high, and mine is not showing high into one particular region. It is, I'm almost like, once you get past like Nigeria, it's at 8, and Benin, Togo, 7. I've just become like, it just looks like it's like trace amounts. But yet my European heritage is showing, as large. And so when you go in and you click your actual range of a particular ethnic group with the same DNA, for Great Britain, it's the range of 11 to 42%. And while mine is at 28%, that is pretty high. And yet, when I go to my second largest DNA of the Africa Southeastern, my range is 50. It's between 7 and 22%, and I'm 15%. But when you go on to all the others, I become such like trace amounts. I feel at a loss with this. I feel disjointed into my background. I wanted to know, and I'm just mystified by it. And I don't know how to digest it, of why, my parents, my mom is, she's a black woman. My father is black man. I mean, he's deceased, but I would imagine that his DNA is going to be very high in Africa. I would take a gander that it was going to be somewhere in the high 90 percentile, while my mom, who looks like a white woman, but she's black, and my grandfather is, he's half European, my grandmother also. But what is leading me to believe that there were a lot more, I have a lot more European ancestry. This is what this is revealing to me. And I just feel a really big disconnect. I've had my results for 2 weeks. And I keep going back to look at it, and every time I look at it, it feels like that girl who's always been asked, "What are you? What are you? You can't be black. You've got to be something else." And it feels like no matter how many times I would tell people, "Yes, I'm black. I'm black. I'm black." I know I'm black. It just feels like this seems like they feel like this is vindication for all of those who pushed my envelope. And all the while, I was pushing back that envelope. And my DNA, my largest DNA from a particular region is actually Great Britain. It's a pill for me. I'm still trying to digest it. I don't know how to digest it. I know how it happened. The two European ancestors that I do know about, it wasn't a rape. It wasn't anything of that nature, but the others quite possibly could have been. And it just blows my mind that I thought I had, two European ancestors, and yet it looks like it's revealing that I have actually, a lot more than what I had thought. So what did I think I was? I thought I was at least 75% black. I thought my European side was going to consist of Ireland, hence the freckles. And I thought I was going to be also of Jewish, because I've been told that my grandfather's father was Jewish. Turns out it's not a bit. I have nothing. Zero. And this Indian bullcrap that, we Southerners were always told, I've got Indian. I just knew that was going to be low. And that's just a fallacy that has been passed down. I just knew that was going to be minuscule, if anything was going to be in there. Because first of all, if you're from the South and what have you, the Indian population in the Northeast just wasn't really prevalent, and they were moved off. So the chances of Indian reservation or Indian area near plantations was, next to nil. And so I just knew that. So I have nothing else in me, no West Asia, nothing else. I have Europe West at 5%. And, anyway, that's my DNA results. I highly recommend anyone to do it. Doesn't necessarily have to be with Ancestry. I also wanted to create a family tree, and Ancestry seems to be the dominant force out here. So I did it. It cost me $99 during the holiday rush time. I would not recommend doing it still, because I believe they're still having backlogs. So that's my DNA foray. It is what it is.